Do you ever have deja vu? You know, the sensation of doing something you've done before? You might be having it right now watching another video about Mr. X in Vegas. Do you ever have deja vu? You know, the sensation of doing something you've done before? You might be having it right now watching another video about Mr. X in Vegas. Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Xtreme channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Today, we are going to chronicle my 4th trip to Vegas this year, as well as the 5th video I've done on the channel about Vegas. So there you can see I am in a limo with a bunch of guys. It was a very special trip. My nephew turned 21 years old, so him and a number of other guys, we decided to do an annual guys trip to Vegas. Seems like every time I do an annual guys trip, there are different guys involved with that. And I know that may be politically offensive. That's why Jeff on Survivor no longer says, "Come on in, guys." But I'm pretty sure everyone in the limo had a dip. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is, obviously, I love going to Vegas. And one of the reasons I love going to Vegas, besides the fact you have zero accountability to get drunk as hell and do whatever you want, is the fact that there are so many amazing different things to do. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, while there's always amazing different things to do, there are some things that are so fun, I do them every time. And you see that here as limos and Vegas and Mr. X all go together. We're in a Hummer limo right now where we just cruise up and down the strip, stopping at a lot of places. We're going to come back to this later. And as you can see, this was a XXX vlog that I actually never released to XXX members because it got really, really saucy. And by the way, you see the Jokic jersey and the drinks. This was during Game 3 of Round 2 of the playoffs, so it was really exciting. And there's some big balls as well. But let me take you back, tell you all about this trip. But before I do that, if you have other interests in Vegas than a guy's trip, this was actually a trip I took my children. It shows you how you can do Vegas right with children, although you can see it's very, very pricey. And if you're really into collectibles, this was a collectibles-related Vegas trip. Now, what's funny about all these, you will see a limo every single time, with the exception of this upcoming trip because Mrs. X came. And I did have a limo, but it was before she came, which is not a good thing now that I think about it. Who knows if she's going to watch or not. But this, we went all out, had a ton of fun. And our last trip was around Christmas. Here's a video where we were hitting a bunch of NFL stadiums, including Allegiant, which is where the Raiders play. So go back and check these out. But now, on to this most recent trip in May of 2024. So first, I want to tell you about where I stayed. I'd never stayed at Treasure Island before, and I have a goal to stay on every hotel at the Strip. While it's kind of a shitty hotel, it also helped when a bunch of guys are flying in from all over the country, and some are more budget-friendly than others. It was as shitty as expected, but the nice thing is I did upgrade to the nicest room I could. It was a little bit of a suite. We're going to see a room tour in a second. Regarding the other facilities, they didn't have the greatest restaurants there, although we ate at one I'm going to talk about. The pool I never used, but it was pretty nice looking at least. And lastly, the facilities, the gambling, which is one of the reasons I came early. I wanted to spend some time gambling, just a few days to myself. Were decent as well. This was me putting money on black for my 16-year-old who loves to play roulette with his virtual reality. What the hell is that called? Oculus, that's right. So Mrs. X does know. She's sitting here while I'm editing this because she wants to know everything that happened. But let me show you the Tower Suite at Treasure Island. One of the cheapest suites on the Strip. So I just checked into my Tower Suite at Treasure Island. Really shitty motel. You can tell by the hum of the AC. But, oh, look at this. You even have a light to look at the beautiful knockoff painting. But it does have double doors, if that means anything to you. And a large, wide open space. So first, some weird ass seats. Looks like that might even be a pullout under here. It is, that's kind of crazy. And then a connecting room, which is not mine. And kind of a dining room table, which aka maybe a workstation. They left a charger there. And I don't see any charging ports around this workstation. So let's see if I can move it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough, but I can move it. See if I got a view. I have a view of the Palazzo and the Wynn and the Encore and the lower roof, which is fine. Like I said, this is one of the nicer rooms. I think there would be a TV or a fireplace there, but instead it's a painting. Let's see the bed. King size bed is fine. It's not amazingly comfortable. We got 2 closed doors here. Let's see what's going on. All right. Oh, it's dark. I think this is the master bath. So we have a closet with a mirror. Just a normal closet. Some extra TP and tissues. You have a decent walk-in shower here. How ironic, there's a fire suppression system in the shower. And I don't know what this other room is. Is this a closet? Oh shit. Oh no, this is a bigger bathroom. Fuck. Oh, we got a tub surrounded by mirrors. Too bad my wife is back home. Huge vanity sink. Another toilet. And this is a walk-in closet. So I don't know which one is the master bathroom, to be honest. I mean, I don't take baths. I take showers. But I think this is the guest bathroom. Although it's probably the bathroom I'll use. I don't see many towels, though. There's some right there. So this is it. This is a tower suite. It's one of the nicest things you can get at Treasure Island. As you see, it's not that luxurious by any means, especially compared to some other ones I've been in. But it'll work, I guess, as long as that AC up there shuts up. Listen. See? Pretty loud. But yeah, this will suffice for the next few days. I have to work remotely, so I'll have to... yeah, there's no power outlets near this, and this is like the only desk working space. So I'll physically have to move this. Yeah, no outlets. I will have to move it closer to here to plug in my laptop and computer, and I think that's a big fail, personally. Oh, let's check out, see if they have a... Oh, they do have a mini fridge. Hopefully it's not full. You can't even open it. Oh, a little bit of room in there. That's nice. What's over here? Just shelving and drawers. So I can fill that up with a little bit of beer. It's not a full fridge, which you'd expect in a suite, but it'll work. So this is the Tower Suite at the Treasure Island in Las Vegas. Got it? Before I look at the activities, I want to show you guys the food. And I'm not showing you all the food, just the places that kind of left a mark. Mostly on my underwear because had issues. But this was Dirt Dog. This was a hot dog covered with cheese, french fries, and bacon. That was pretty damn good. I wasn't even hungry, and I ate the entire thing. We also ate plenty of snacks and desserts, not to mention alcoholic drinks. We went through, I can't even tell you how much we went through, but remember from my tips on my other videos, make sure you pick it up from like Walgreens or CVS, a lot cheaper than grabbing it from the actual casinos. So we had a lot of desserts. We ate at a number of places, including Virgil's Barbecue. The food looked better than it tasted. Wasn't amazing barbecue, but it was okay. But for me, Smith & Wollensky was the shining star. This is a $325 steak that they do tableside. 3 people actually split it, so it's actually not priced that bad, but amazing, amazing food there. And they messed up our order. We didn't even say anything about it, but they brought out a bunch of desserts and took stuff off the bill, which was pretty cool. Still over $1,000 for dinner, but it was definitely worth it. Other than fucking around Vegas, looking at some amazing cars, there's a Lambo right there. And then my nephew who turned 21, there he is in front of a McLaren. And yes, he had to carry his passport with him at all times. I actually got to see some Cybertrucks up close. If you follow the channel, you know I have one on order. But the first thing we did when everyone got there Friday night, as you saw, we were in the limo. We went up and down. We went to Fremont Street where we made some amazing videos for my sister-in-law, the mother of my 21-year-old nephew, of him and a bunch of hookers together which I thought was pretty fun and amazing. Not sure why she doesn't like me. But anyway, so first night was this. The second night after dinner, we actually went to the fantasy show at Luxor, which I've been to way too many times. It is an adult show. And they looked for a 21-year-old person in the audience, and they found another guy who looked like he was 40. His name was Brady, and he could have kicked my ass. However, that was really it. We spent time drinking and playing poker and gambling. We were going to go shoot some guns the next morning, which I've done many, many times. I'm actually going to do it with my children later this year when we go over Labor Day weekend. But since we were there this time, I didn't spend a lot of time taking pictures or showing the experience. And some of it you can't take pictures where you're at. And some I really don't want you guys to see. But it was an absolutely amazing trip. So if you're going to Vegas, take out of this, go to Smith & Wollensky, high expensive steakhouse, go to that Dirt Dog place. Treasure Island is very, very cheap, and if you are on a budget, it's a good place to go. And then definitely always rent a limo that you can go up and down the strip with. They start at $150 an hour, depending on what kind of limo you get, and they can take you to Fremont Street. Again, I have pictures and video I can't show here, as well as the Las Vegas sign or the Mirage Volcano that they're taking down, the Bellagio fountains, or just try and pick up a bachelorette party like we did for my 21-year-old nephew. And again, I can't put that on. Or yeah, here's a picture of it right here. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Thank you so much for tuning in. Not a lot of takeaways from this video, and it seems boring when I'm editing it, but that's probably because I can't remember most of what happened. It was that intense of a trip. So next year we're going. If you're not a weirdo and you're fun, please feel free to join us. No idea when. Like I said, I'm going with my family later this year. In the meantime, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.